Welcome back, guys. This is Get Your Results, starting off exactly where we left off last time in part 7. This is part 8. If you guys watched the last episode, the ending was pretty hilarious. I'm hoping I don't do the exact same again. If I do, then fair enough. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed last episode and the previous videos. But I hope you guys have. And yeah, I'm going to try continue doing what I did. We started to do the first step, Road to Freedom. Kellogg this year has been taunting me over the loudspeaker, attempt to confront this asshole face to face. Support the Brotherhood team. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we finished in the last episode getting a clue. Unlikely Valentine, story of the century, to get Piper on with us. But yeah, I'm going to continue doing the story, and I hope after this mission the Brotherhood should say something.
Here we are. Funny, huh?
Where is my son? Where is Sean?
Pal, I'm just a puppet like you. My stage is a little bigger, that's all. Sean's a good kid. Bit older than you expected, am I right? But he's doing great. Only, he's not here. He's with the people pulling the strings.
Then you're gonna take me to him. Right now.
Take you to him. Like I could, even if I wanted to. Don't you get it? Your son, he's in a place nobody can reach. Sean's safe, at home. In the Institute.
Here, the Institute. I'll find my son no matter where he is.
That's the spirit. You know, you surprise me, have to admit. I find myself actually kind of liking you. I admire your dedication to fatherhood, even if it is ultimately useless. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end. So, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Question is, are you?
Oh, I was so close! Again! I tried running away from that and it didn't work. I don't really want to have to keep going through this cutscene every single time I die, so I've gone through it about 3 times now, I think. End of the line.
You can turn. Sure. So you see.
Tell me where he is, damn it.
Fine. Sean's in a good.
Uh-huh. The Institute.
God, but
You know I am, Kellogg.
Gonna let Piper slash Lucy fight him whilst his stealth boy runs out, and then I'm just gonna go full force at him.
feel sorry for you. Came all this way for nothing.
Where are you? They're back!
Sean's gone. You'll never see him.
Come to that.
I didn't even realise Kellogg had them, to be fair.
All this tech. Hey, over here.
Don't mind the clutter.
Hey,
Help yourself.
bingo.
That's Kellogg dealt with, so that's nice. Don't have much ammo left for this gun, so gonna try and see if I can get some more. I'm hoping, since now we've got that suppressed 10mm, should be a lot better. Discuss your findings with Nick. Sean is in the hands of the Institute. I need to find this place and rescue my son, but in order to do that, I'm going to need some help. I should talk to Nick Valentine and see what he knows.
Going up.
Pretty sure this is one of my favourite scenes that's coming up in just a moment. Regardless of what group I go with.
Room access.
Shadow of, Shadow of Steel. Listen to military frequency AF 95. Report to Paladin Dance. Okay. I'm going to discuss my findings with Nick, and then I'm going to fast travel is currently unavailable from this area. Probably because this cutscene. Well, semi cutscene. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to go discuss my findings with Nick Valentine first, and then I'm going to go speak to Paladin Dance, just because... Oh, Far From Home. Yeah, that'll be the mission for the DLC for Far Harbor, which I might do on this run, just because I might be a little bit more overpowered than my last one.
Hey, Valentine.
Where's your son? What happened?
You were right, Nick. Kellogg did have my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
What about him?
He had to have a way in and out. But am I right in thinking he's not available for a chinwag?
We can talk to him. Feel like holding a seance?
A literal dead end, huh?
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
So, what now?
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Who's this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? we may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Omari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Probably gonna go speak to Paladin Dance, dismiss Piper just in case I do any missions and she don't like it.
These
Hey.
weren't here. Wait, are those Brotherhood markings?
These burn marks. You must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridwin's in town.
Cavalry's arrived, and it looks like they sent in the big guns.
Why did the Brotherhood send it here?
We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
I'm guessing that diplomacy isn't on Elder Maxon's mind.
What have you done?
What's the matter? Don't like kicking in the door? Don't worry. You'll fall in line with our tactics sooner or later. That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Hey.
What can I do? You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
We should get going.
All right.
Heads up.
Hey, here. Something to keep you sharp. Always worked for me.
It's time we called it quits.
Sure thing. I'll head home.
Can't wait to see what you bring back. The location sounded very promising.
Scribe Halen.
I'm actually a little
I feel a
jealous
lot
you get to
safer with
head out to
Pridwin
find
hovering
these
over my
bits of
head.
lost tech. Exploring the ruins is why I joined up in the first place.
Hi.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
Paladin Dance is waiting for you inside, recruit.
hostile during the flight. I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals.
The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is fight. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. Everyone down there believes in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. There she is. It's been far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted. Welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
What exactly is your mission here?
I'm not at liberty to say. Elder Maxon will be addressing the crew shortly. and I'm certain all of your questions will be answered. Now, was there anything else? Or was everything I said understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Welcome aboard. Elder...
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. It's Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam.
If you're looking for another safe haven, there's
Elder.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor.
Yo!
Wear it with pride.
That's what we wanted.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain.
I just got goosebumps.
Once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
You can now use your workshop at Boston. Report to Paladin Dance. Open your personal storage container. Alright.
units at 30-second intervals as requested.
Ooh, I can't wait to get this power armor now.
Status Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. When it comes to keeping the Pridwin running, Proctor Ingram's the best.
When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
Maximus's storage. Fusion core, fusion cell.
Everything holding together?
Trust me. No.
Good. Firing.
All right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. Anytime.
Personal log entry 142. I can sum up living on the Pridwin in 4 words. I miss field assignments. Don't get me wrong.
4 fusion cores I just found.
But life on this ship is a nightmare. I'm trapped in this metal tube 18 hours a day. I still can't decide who smells worse, the soldiers or the mole rats. And what passes for conversation among the grunts makes mutants seem scholarly. I'm gonna speak to Proctor Quinlan. Field scribes cannot have it this bad.
So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, Brian.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding. I really should have my armor adjusted while I'm here.
Completed Shadows of Steel. Tour of Duty. Meet Knight Captain Cade, meet Protector Quinlan, Tegan, Ingram. Alright.
Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of
Ah, good. You'll find me here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Captain.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Those species aren't my type.
Good. I find the practice highly distasteful myself. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope, no problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. Can't fix
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Not really here to chit-chat. I had orders to meet the crew.
Rules, rules, rules. I hope you're not another one of those by-the-book military types. Now, this is the stowage depot.
Uh-huh.
The powers that be have me locked in here. If you need to stock up on some...
Uh-huh. That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable. When I tell most of the new...
Uh-huh.
The good news is... Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here.
Uh-huh.
It just involves a little bit of...
Right.
And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need... After you're done with it... In the meantime, if you ever need anything else...
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure now if I go and speak to this person over here, I might be able to get a power armor set. Don't know.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
I can handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Dance vouched for you, that's good enough for me. You just don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
I understand.
Good. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Show no mercy, meet with Elder Maxon. Bay 3. Bay 2. Bay 4. Wow. This is the first time we can get power armor.
Time to suit up.
Night.
Tighten up the knees.
Having the Prydwen moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood from striking into the city.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder. Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
What do these shells do?
The Fat Man launcher is an essential part of the Brotherhood arsenal. It's a miniature nuclear payload in a man-portable format. A squad of troops armed with one of these is virtually unstoppable. If you ever have the pleasure of firing one of them, allow me to give you a word of advice. Don't fire one of them in close quarters. There won't be enough of you to bury in a shoebox. That enough to go on?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips. Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
By Elder Max's orders, all forms of technology is needed.
I'm just happy that we finally got power armor. T60 from the Brotherhood as well, which is really nice.
Got it. That's a skill they don't teach in boot camp.
No way I could pick this. Nice.
I wonder what's in here. Found a good bunch of stuff here. This area has obviously been abandoned for quite some time. This area seems to be in disarray.
What? Who's there? Someone there?
Developing this level of depth.
Whoa! Bolstering synth right arm grants increasing energy and damage resistance. The lower your health is up to 35 plus. What's with all the synth stuff? Rad power, microcarbon synth chest piece grants additional strength the higher your rads. Fair enough. Not complaining. Purified water.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
Hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated. And maybe... Look, I don't mean to bore...
Enough preaching already.
I suppose you're right. And judging from... Anyway, what's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Pridwin and talk to Maxim. Dismissed.
Alright, well on that note, I'm going to end part... Give me a second, I think it's part 8. Yep, part 8. I'm going to end part 8 for here today. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Get Chuffers out, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.